Probably missed that the most.
Well, let's take a look at the PerTech track report for tonight. So temperature we have below zero, -2 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind speed north, about 4 miles per hour. The wind chill feels like -12 degrees Fahrenheit. Visibility, flurries, that will fluctuate throughout the evening, I believe. And snow conditions, powder, as your PerTech track report. So one of the gnarliest things about snowcross racing, if we're going to compare it to motocross, supercross, or other forms of dirt racing, is just how rapidly the track changes lap by lap. And on a track like this, we're having many more laps than other tracks just due to the size of it. So things are going to get wild.
Yeah, and I see Cody and Adam Peterson lined up beside each other, just like last night in the final. They were beside each other. They both came out 1-2 off that start. But they're elected to go to the outside, so we'll see if that pays off. And one thing that I always found was just because you had fast stuff one day doesn't mean you're necessarily going to have it the next. Usually everybody goes back and kind of goes back to the drawing board. So as we see, these guys are starting to fire up.
Yeah, and even if you're fast earlier in the night, there have been some circumstances where we are not seeing that translate all the way through the rest of the show. So we're about ready to go green. Round one, heat one, Amsoil Pro.
Haley, who do you got?
Oh boy, I think I'm going to go with Cody Cam after he put his spanking on this field yesterday.
One.
I know, I'm gifting myself with that one. How about you?
I think it's a pretty good guess. Let's go with Adam Peterson.
There, here we go, we're green.
Looks like, whoa, Cole Coutu pulls a huge jump off that start. Wow, jumps to the lead.
He had the line, he saw something others didn't, but Gustav Salston right there to his right-hand side.
Yeah, triples in. We've got a battle for the lead. Here we go, Cole Coutu. Looks like he's still holding that lead.
And he does.
A little bumping and grinding, though.
Gustav Salston really rising and getting more familiar with this field, but perhaps not enough as much as Cole Coutu has been around here for a few years, but we have a pass for the lead.
Yeah.
Nope, but Cole Coutu fires back.
Yeah, they try to jump back and forth, and we have some serious action up front, but Adam Peterson looking to make some moves too, jump into that mix.
Yeah, Gustav can correct those errors, just went a little bit wide, maybe running things on the very ragged edge of the track, but Cole Coutu has been right there to capitalize.
He sure does, and he looks great out front. Maybe this is all he needed was just the start. He's been fast all weekend. Hasn't been able to put it together, though.
And man, we had seen what his teammate Travis Kern did in the final one a round ago. Incredible feat for the Coutu Motorsports Polaris operation.
It sure was. Travis had a great ride all final. Had obviously a little mechanical near the end, and unfortunately couldn't bring it home. But that was last night. Today's a new day. Cole Coutu leading the charge.
New chapter today, indeed, but Cole Coutu looking near flawless out front, but that battle for second continues to be. Looks like we have one of the all-finish racing Arctic Cat sleds. That is Dan Benham, who are fastest in the practice session, trying to make a charge.
Yeah, and there's the setup. Block pass, gets it done. Beautiful pass done by Dan Benham.
Had to do what he needed to do, and he knows a thing or two about being successful in Deadwood. And a win here a few years ago. But for Gustav Salston to come over here and make the transition so quickly, his first race here was 2 weeks ago in Canterbury Park in Shakopee, Minnesota. So he is wasting no time in that Green Mountain Racing Skidoo team, getting him up to par with this premier class.
And I think the race is just kind of like coming at him too fast right now. He needs to take a deep breath, chill out, learn some of the lines that these guys are passing him on and where they're getting around him. So I think Dan Benham, though, is looking pretty solid in that second spot. He might have something here for Cole.
Dan Benham looking for more results than he had proved last night, but maybe he's going to make a pass here. We'll see. We are on lap 7 of 9. He is right there on Cole Coutu, and he has been stalking him now for 2 laps.
Yeah, a little action right there. Gave him a little nod, and, you know, that might not be a bad thing for Cole. Kind of let him know that he's coming, and he's got a line right there in that corner because he was able to get to him and touch him there. So,
well, Cole Coutu has been lighting the fire, and Daniel Benham is keeping it ignited.
And exactly what I said. Cole seen that, felt that pressure, changed his line. Now Dan's going to have to find a new line to try to make a pass.
And this is the final lap. White flag flies. Dan Benham running out of time.
Yeah, in my opinion, he maybe showed his cards a little too soon. He should have waited a lap, then went for the pass. Cole was able to pick up on that, and here we go. Cole's going to go to the win.
Keeping it smooth and simple as that. This is his second qualifier win of the season. Daniel Benham will finish out second. Gustav Salston, Adam Peterson, Emil Haar, Cody Cam, Francis Pelletier crosses the stripes. So taking a look at your screens, if you're watching at home live on FloRacing or right here in Deadwood, that is your results here in round 1, Heat 1, AMSO Pro Qualifier. And we are excited to check in with an excited qualifier winner. I believe we have Josie Christian down trackside with Cole Coutu.
Absolutely, and he was definitely excited coming off the track, saying felt good. So walk me through that race, start to finish. You had your own, but you were definitely getting pressure out there.
Yeah, Jeremy Hull's got my Speedworks players ripping. Ben's got my Walker Evans dialed, and I was able to get a whole shot and just do my own lines. And yesterday was kind of a nightmare, and hopefully we can turn it into a dream tonight.
Absolutely excited to see you out there. Good luck the rest of the night.
Starting off the evening on the right foot, Cole Coutu, job well done. Well, approaching the start line, we have one more round of this round, or heat, of the round 1 qualifiers for the Premier Class. We have Logan Christian, Peter Narsa, Hunter Patnode, Elias Ischel, Travis Kern, and John Malmstrom. And I'm going to keep my eye on the 201, Travis Kern. And we'll talk more about that based on what we had seen yesterday and what we heard over the course of the past 24 hours on what transpired. But before then, if you are watching at home live on FloRacing or you're here in the stands, first of all, thanks for tuning in to Snocross Live. Show us how you're watching. So take a pic, snap a selfie, snap a pic of your crew, show us how you're watching, even who you're cheering for, and post that on social media using that hashtag Snocross Live, hashtag Polaris Watch Party, and even tag us at Snocross, because we're going to do this. We're going to get you featured on the live stream all season long. Hard at work or hardly working? The fire department watching at home in the garage. There we see some young race fans tuning in. Hey, I know that guy. He's our defending Perm Plus 30 champion, Devin Denman. More fans tuning in. Kenny Mandrick fan I see, cheering on Team All Finish Racing. Hey, that's one of our regulars. Tunes in each and every weekend. Oh, we love seeing this stuff. Oh, man, the legend, Nate Maines. We would not be streaming around the world, putting on the production that we do here at Snocross Live without this guy. He works miracles. So hats off to everyone in the production truck and to all of you tuning in this weekend.
And Hunter Patnode sitting in that line that Cole Coutu pulled that hole shot from. Watch for him to do the same thing.
Hunter Patnode was aggressive in the qualifiers yesterday. I'm curious to know, are we going to see the same number 8 tonight? I liked what I had seen.
Yeah, a little too aggressive, cost him some points, but here we go. I'm gonna go with Hunter. Oh, Elias
Ischel. Great start. Hasn't been the best starter in these qualifiers, let's be honest about it, but great start for him, but it looks to be Logan Christian out front. There we go, set sail, aiming high. Now we have Elias Ischel looking to make a pass on it. Is Peter Narsa still so bunched up in the front?
Yeah, you bet. We got 2 skiers out front. Leading the charge, Logan Christian, definitely.
Whoa, Peter Narsa making some contact with Elias Ischel, but no harm, no foul.
It's tight racing. That's what we come to expect here at Deadwood. That's why the racers tend to say that, I don't really love this track, but we definitely don't mind it either. This is one of the most exciting races on our circuit.
And as a fan, I dare you to sit there and not be animated, not be cheering. It's a near impossible feat with the racing this place produces. But Logan Christian still staying strong out front, followed by Ischel, Narset, Travis Kern, Patnode, and Malmstrom.
And talk about confidence. You got confidence right now with Logan. He gets that second place at Canterbury, and he's been a different rider ever since then. So a little bit of a result and attitude maybe starts changing slightly, and he believes that he can do this. And here he's out front.
Yeah, it's hard to put my finger on exactly what it is, but I am seeing a different Logan Christian. You're right, and I talked to him today. I stepped in the trailer, say hello to him and his dad, Dwight, and I said, nice run last night. He goes, yeah, it's always good to be on the box, but he was not settling for it. I could tell by the tone in his voice, so expect more from him tonight, and we're seeing it.
Yeah, we sure are. Elias off to a little better start than he was last night, sitting in that second spot. I feel like he needs to really get something going today. He had some tough luck there last night.
And there's been a number of races off the podium for him this year, and that is not characteristic of the Viking Rockets to this championship points chase. While we were not at the halfway point of the season, they're closing in.
We sure are.
Lap 6 of 9, past the halfway.
Elias trying to get some clean air, get away from that roost, gets way outside there. But like I said earlier in the show, we get a little trenching happening, and we're already starting to see that outside line just doesn't have the same effect as it did earlier because of that trench on the inside.
And right now our field, we are seeing them pretty spread out, so no battles really going on at the moment, so we're going to keep our eye on this at the front, as Elias actually, as soon as I say that, is playing a catch-up with Logan Christian in certain areas of the track.
And I think Elias has found something on this outside here. He's going to drift a little wider than Logan. And watch here, Logan will tuck inside. Logan picked up on it. He obviously has radio in his ear.
Yeah, he's getting things figured out. We have a lap and a half remaining. Getting a better run coming out of that corner. Yes, he is closing in the margin. Last time I was 0.8 seconds, so less than a second. This time, about the same.
Let's see if Elias can make something happen here. He's going to drift wide, get over this double a little cleaner. Whoa! Right on that edge. He's got to be careful.
This is the final lap. Logan Christian approaches the Amsoil finish line. He's cruising his way to his second qualifier win of the year. So everyone who's won a qualifier this year is a multi-time qualifier winner.
And I saw a little fist pump from Elias going over that finish line in second. Not sure what that was about. It almost looked like he was happy about it, but who knows?
Yeah, well, either way, great start to the evening for him. A great start. Really promising to see Elias Ischel with a strong hole shot in the qualifier. So curious to know if we're going to catch up with this guy. But man, top honors in this one. Logan Christian, Logie as they call him, approaches our trackside reporter Josie Christian. Josie.
Logan, definitely exciting qualifying round for you, and we saw this in you in the last round as well, but you were definitely preferring that inside line throughout the race, and I know yesterday you had that outside line pretty locked down. So what do you think the difference was today to take that inside?
Just the way they groom it and stuff, you really pay attention to that, because with the soft snow, the snow changes, or the track changes a lot with the way they're grooming. So just watching what they're grooming and watching the heats before us is a big deal, and that's what I was watching, and it looked like Cole and Dan had kind of faster lines on the inside, so that's what I took.
Well, good luck in the rest of the night.
The number 43, Logan, was your number 1 qualifier in the last round, and you know who else was a number 1 qualifier yesterday? His cousin, Evan Christian, in the Pro-Lite class. This guy you see on your screen right now, he'll be coming up next, but not in the round 1 Heat 1 qualifier for Pro-Lite. Here is your rundown. First Pro-Lite qualifier of the evening. You will see Dylan Rose, Eric Downs, Evan Doubt, Riley Bester, Jordan LaBelle, undefeated this year, Anson Shield, Topi Posty, and Andy Leaders. If Andy is lined up out there, which I assume he is, he's pulling double duty tonight. We should see him later on in the Pro-Am Plus 30 final.
We have a stacked heat. There is no doubt some of the heavy hitters are in this one to get us started.
Yeah, Eric Downs, Evan Doubt, LaBelle, Bester, Shield, all seen the podium this year.
Yeah, this looks like it could be a front row for a final.
As the riders get situated, giving the nod to our start line official. Round 1, Heat 1, Pro-Lite, let's go.
Ooh, we had some early movement on that starting line. Not sure what happened. Anson Shield looks like he's out front early. Jordan LaBelle is right there. Maybe Posty.
Yeah, it was a good start for both Posty and Shield. Posty goes wide, allows Anson Shield to thread the needle. But LaBelle's right there.
He sure is. Anson not wasting any time. Looking to make aggressive moves. Wow, almost comes off his sled.
Man, to be able to keep that sled pointed forward, keep both skis down, craftsmanship right there, and he's going to need a lot of it if he's going to have to hold off Jordan LaBelle and Toby Posty.
And I think I found out what happened on that starting line. It looked like Riley Bester jumped it a little bit. They just corrected that. So he's sitting in the last spot. He's going to have to make up some serious time. Look at these two out front, though, early. This is going to be a battle. Oh, little contact in that corner.
That will happen, especially in that corner. But here we go, across the Amsoil finish line. Shield continues to lead, but not by much. LaBelle just looking for a way around. What are you seeing, Rob?
I'm seeing a pass or attempt to pass coming here right away. Maybe not. No, he's just not close enough. Last lap, he got in there, showed him a ski.
We're just about halfway in this one. We are at halfway, now on lap 4 of 7. Well, the first half's been entertaining. Can only imagine what the second half has in store. Will LaBelle make a move?
Well, he's definitely going to try, and we got a rider down on the inside, so they're going to have to go out. Oh, and Jordan didn't see that yellow till the last second, had to reconfigure his line and go outside. Gave up some time, so that might be the breathing room Anson needed.
It just might be. Anson Shield, he needs this. Only one qualifier win this year. LaBelle with 8 of them. He's been nearly untouchable in the qualifier performances as far as the stats go.
Yeah, he sure has been solid this year, but Anson is starting to find his legs too at that second place he had in Canterbury. Just like Logan Christian, he had a switch of confidence and feels good about his program sled, but there you see that triple in the background. Something's happening. Jordan's finding something, or at least searching for something.
And I can't help but wonder what is being told to Anson right now. His teammate Jacob Yurt for the Amsoil Pro Class is injured right now. I saw him earlier with a headset. I'm sure he's in his ear.
I'm sure he is, but I just seen a line that Jordan found, and you're going to see him go through this rhythm section and then jump outside. Oh, maybe not. He's changing it up again. He's found some triples and some doubles out there where no one else has, and he's making some serious time up on Anson.
And this is the final lap, so Anson Shield, tip of the cap.
One more lap to go.
Timing and scoring is off. My apologies, my friends. I believe we're going to keep this going.
Yeah, we sure are. Watch, he's going to go outside. He's going to rail this and just triple in huge. I don't know if it'll be enough. He's a little too far behind. Yeah, not enough.
There you go. Chow, Anson Shield, qualifier win number 2 this year. So your running order, Shield, LaBelle, Posty, Downs, Doubt, Bester, and Rose. Bester having to finish 6th again off that jump on the start. Gave him the signal to hang back, cost him some valuable positions. That may not bode well for him when it comes to lining up for the main event. So he's going to have to really bring the heat in the round 2 qualifier.
He sure is. Riley being Mr. Holeshot definitely has not been himself this weekend. His starts have been maybe a little off, and you know, sometimes you get a little too anxious out there, and you've seen it there.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. The groomers are going to hit the track, I believe, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching the U.S. Air Force Snocross National here in Deadwood, South Dakota.
Amsoil runs on freedom and has since 1972. The rest of the market has been trying to follow our lead ever since. But a head start is a head start. Run with us.
We are the original snowmobile company and are here for riders who want to go more places, do more things, meet more people, and have more fun doing it. It's been part of our DNA since 1954, pushing us to make every part of every ride better. So come on, let's get out and ride.
When a hydraulic or industrial hose fails, equipment stops, and that means lost time, productivity, and operating costs. Pertex, cutting-edge mobile and retail services, 1-hour ETA, and quality products are designed to keep essential heavy machinery and equipment working. Minimize your downtime by making Pertex your only call for on-site hydraulic and industrial hose maintenance and replacement. Or visit your local Pertex service and supply center for immediate custom fabricated hoses. Go to PertexUSA.com to find your local Pertex. We'll keep you operating.
Welcome back to the U.S. Air Force Snocross National in Deadwood, South Dakota. We just witnessed our first of 3 Pro-Lite qualifiers. So up next on this start line, we will see Jeremy Beaulieu for 1-3 Motorsports, Cale Callan for Boss Racing True North Motorsports, Jesse Kirchmeyer for Team Southside Polaris, Evan Christian for KC Motorsports, Trent Whitwer, teammates with Cale Callan for Boss Racing True North Motorsports, Philip Haar for Judning Motorsports, Mitchell Groves, and Tyler Ullman. Hey, that is Jeremy Beaulieu, the 122X for 1-3 Motorsports, giving a little acknowledgement to the camera. Final few fist bumps with your team as the 115 Trent Whitwer on the right-hand side of your screen. There's Jesse Kirchmeyer, Showtime they call him, and Evan Christian. Evan Christian, who won Saturday night in Deadwood 1 year ago, first of his career. Number 1 qualifier last night. We'll see if he can bring the heat again in this qualifier.
And watch for a fast start from Evan.
Called it.
Yep.
KC Motorsports right out front, rocket ship, but Jesse Kirchmeyer right there. Evan Christian gets a little bit, nope, not too sideways going into that corner. Jesse Kirchmeyer and Jeremy Beaulieu out front.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Wow. As I say that, we go with Evan back to the front. Oh, Kirchmeyer down.
And Beaulieu off the track, so that gives Christian a bit of breathing room, but Kirchmeyer's all right. He's going to head back to that Southside Polaris sled, get it refired, and rejoin. There he goes.
Fortunate event for Evan. He went from first to third to first, all within one straightaway.
That puts Philip Haar into the P2 position, followed by Beaulieu. I believe according to time and scoring, Trent Whitwer, Tyler Ullman, Mitchell Groves.
Not sure who that was going off the track. Almost looked like he was, well, I think that was Kirchmeyer, but back to the race.
We have a battle for, I believe that's the 4th place position. I believe that's Trent Whitwer and Tyler Ullman going on off your screen. Here we have one of the True North Motorsports Boss Racing sleds, all over Jeremy Beaulieu. That's Trent Whitwer, the 115. Trent Whitwer trying to take the outside, keeps the pressure on. The Canadian runner.
Yeah, that snow flap getting pushed up into that tunnel. That's going to be hard for Trent Whitwer to see as he gets roosted. As soon as he gets on the gas, he's going to have ice thrown at him right away, and you can see it right there. Again, just shovels snow at him.
That's not the first time we've seen that this weekend, and it surely won't be the last.
That was definitely the worst feeling when somebody's snow flap would get tucked under the tunnel there, and you're getting full roost, nothing to block it.
And in that roost, I noticed earlier walking across the track from the warm temps we had yesterday, there were some small ice chunks in it. And I say small, like baseball size, and I think the more laps we get, those are breaking down, but those can be hidden in there, and that's not going to feel good.
No, it definitely doesn't. You're going to see these guys afterwards with a bunch of red welts all over their arms. That ice chunks, they're pretty nasty.
Our front runners are distancing themselves at the head of the field, but no, we have our Jeremy Beaulieu has caught Evan Christian in the corners at times, but your running order on the final lap is Christian, Beaulieu, Whitwer, the top 3, followed by Ullman, Groves, and Callan.
Yeah, nothing but maintenance right now for Evan Christian out front. He's got this race in lock, and he's going to cruise it home for the win. Evan Christian.
And he does it. 3rd quali win of the year, Evan Christian. And not finishing this race, we see Jesse Kirchmeier refire and join the field, but him and Philip Haar did not finish this one. So Philip Haar looking to make his first main event appearance. He's had his work cut out for him, trying to make his way through the LCQs. So trying to get up to speed. We'll look forward to him in the next round qualifier. But here's your running order: Christian, Beaulieu, Whitwer, Woman, Rose, Callan, Haar, and Kirchmeier, like I said. Up next, our third and final Pro-Lite qualifier of round one. There is Marcus Ogamar. Also here for Skidoo, Kenny Mandrick, Emmerich Lejeune, Marcus Ogamar's teammate, that is. Also have Bailey Forst, Oscar England, Andy Paik, and Gustav Salamonson.
And a couple riders to watch out for. Andy Paik had an amazing ride last night, came from way back up to that second spot. And then, of course, Kenny Mandrick, huge crash in the first heat and then got ran over. We were a little worried about him, but as you can see, he's back in and ready to race.
And Kenny Mandrick's crash, I won't lie to you, that was one of the scariest crashes I've seen, and it's so impressive to see him walking away from that one and lining up again today. So we are grateful for that. Glad to see a racer walking away and being tended to by the best in the business, the Snocross FXR-backed mobile medical team. And of course, all the protective equipment. It did its job. Emmerich Lejeune, his rookie season has locked into every Pro-Lite main this season. Bailey Forst yesterday, we had seen him making putting together a notable race in the qualifying round, showing a lot of speed. That is Oscar England, you're seeing on your screen. He is one of the Scandinavian riders for Woody's Racing Arctic Cat. That's another one, the 339, who has been so quick. And he's made some real powerhouse moves out there, but just can't seem to put the pieces together. But when he does, it's going to be great. All right, pit coats are off. These sleds up to temp. Round one, heat 3, Pro-Lite.
Andy Paik locked in.
He was a man on a mission last night. I'm going to keep my eye on him. We are green.
I think you're right. Andy Paik looks like he's in good shape.
Great shape. We'll see how it sets him up for this corner, but coming from the far left-hand side of your screen, looks like one of the Theme Motorsports rides.
That is Marcus Ogamar.
Marcus needs to make something happen. This season hasn't been the characteristic of him. It's not been a bad season, but it's been plagued with some troubling luck at times, but he's going to lead ahead of Gustav Salamonson in second. Followed by Andy Paik, who's right there in third. So trio of Skidoos, or a quartet of Skidoos, I should say, 1 through 4. And Marcus Ogamar leads the early laps.
But sure does. Looks solid out front. He's pretty accustomed to this position. His heat races have always been strong. Sometimes has a harder time putting it together in the final. But
what we're seeing, the difference on the front stretch and back stretch, I'm seeing that the peaks, the rhythms on the back stretch tend to be a little bit more even as of right now than what we're seeing on the front.
Yeah, they sure are. A little wider. Riders are definitely moving around a little bit more on them, kind of cutting them sideways, as you've seen there with Marcus, kind of sweeping into that split lane. But here, like I said, that trench, and you can see they're all kind of riding right in that little groove. Not much track designers can do, or groomer operators.
Yeah, not much. You just got to let the race run its course. We're going to keep it up throughout the night, but provided good racing, seeing multiple lines. But Marcus Ogamar continues to lead ahead of Salamonson, Paik, Lejeune, top 4. Fastest rider on the track last time by the stripe, Marcus Ogamar, no surprise, enjoying that clean air.
He's got a great line right there. You can see he doesn't get clean over that triple, but he does get on top of it. Doesn't slow him down too much. And now he's switching his line up there, dives to the inside. That line right there, we're going to see a fast time, guaranteed.
Yeah, he's been up there, consistently been the fastest lap after lap. Lap 6 of 7, so we saw the 2 to go last time by. not much has changed in the running order either. You see the top two have spaced themselves out. The top three, we have a battle going on for fourth. That is in the Skidoo Polaris corner. That appears to be Lejean and Bailey Forrest.
And Forrest having probably one of his better days last night. Looked solid all evening.
He's looked really good this season. We've seen him on the podium before, but here we are on the final lap. Your race leaders coming around the front stretch, Marcus Ogamar. That's going to be his fourth qualifier win on the 2023 season, followed by Gustav Salomonsen, Andy Paik, and Emmerich Lejean will hold off Bailey Forrest for that fourth place position, Oscar Englund.
And Kenny Mandrick must be just taking starts. That crash last night was obviously a little too much for him to compete today.